Hi, this is Armando with the Boxing Corner, talking about a fight that just happened moments ago. It was a fight that mm, I didn't think what happened actually happened, because I didn't think the outcome was going to be what the outcome ended up being. It was a fight between David Price and Tony Thompson. Now, Tony Thompson is, the facts are he's a 41-year-old fighter, been around the block a couple of times, fought Vladimir twice. The second time he fought him, he was stopped in 6 rounds. So this is kind of more of a let's bring Price, let's build this guy up to heavyweight contendership in the world scene. So this should have been a cakewalk for David Price, as many people felt. He destroyed Harrison. I think that was his last fight. Also, I think kind of an older fighter as well. I really don't know too much about him, but this should have been a progressive step for David Price. Maybe fighting, maybe Fury down the line. Something. This is his stepping stone to, walking up that ladder. First round kicks in. Pretty slow fight. Slow round. It really was just these guys kind of, testing the waters. It's kind of like dipping your feet in the water before you, jump into the pool. You're just trying to see if if it's good enough for you to swim. Kind of, you could even say maybe Thompson, or to be honest, the first round doesn't even matter, because in the second round, Price, he got landed on. And what happened is, I think he threw a punch, and Thompson threw that right that kind of landed on his neck, sort of, very similar to Danny Garcia and Amir Khan. He landed the punch, Price got wobbly, was on the ground, fight was over. They stopped the fight. Fight was over. I mean, can you honestly say this is kind of an upset? Sure, because Price was definitely on the train, steamrolling, to, like I said, heavyweight contention. And Tony Thompson should have been, or was, or many people felt he was just some guy that they were going to throw in there to see how Price has progressed. And boy, this is kind of a testament to, people say, Price needs to step up he needs to step up on the people who he's fighting. So you bitch and complain about stepping him up immensely, but then you throw him in with some old, faded fighter, and this is what happens. Now, I wouldn't say he was exposed. I just think that Thompson caught him right here. Shit happens. I think it was very much similar to Pacquiao and Marquez, where I don't think he did really anything wrong. He just got landed on, and that's what happened. And I feel that's what happened with Price. Now, this Fury and Price thing of where they were supposed to meet sometime soon, within a year, 2 years, or fight for a vacant heavyweight title. I mean, would you still want to see it? I've always felt Fury was, I'm more of a Price fan than I am a Fury fan, but I've always felt Price was a little bit underneath Fury. I feel like they were to fight now, prior to today's outcome, I felt Fury would win, though I would be rooting for David Price. But man, this is just like I said, you want to throw this guy in with stern competition, but then he gets knocked around by this one guy, and I wouldn't say it's a lucky punch, but he did land a punch, and he did knock him down, and the fight was over. So it just makes you think, with trying to rush these guys into, you need to step up, and then when he finally steps up a little bit, or sort of take a, step to the side but a little bit up, this kind of sort of things happens. So it makes you think, with his size. And yeah, Thompson came in really heavy. I mean, he was flabby around his waist, but nonetheless, I mean, this should be Price, a 26, 27-year-old prospect. He still is a prospect. Getting, he got hit by a 41-year-old experienced Tony Thompson that really should have never even been in the ring. by what many people felt, including myself. I felt Price was better than this, but obviously, shit happens. So, second round, wow, the arena was just dead silent. I mean, it looked like somebody, like if a baby were to have cried, I mean, you would hear it, perfectly. So that's pretty astounding. I mean, I wonder what they're gonna do with Price. In a way, I kind of like it sometimes when fighters lose that undefeated record, kind of like Chisora, where they lose that undefeated record, and then now they can kind of breathe, they can kind of live, they can kind of let their career, take hold, because Chisora lost to Fury, rightfully so. He fought Hellenius, he fought Vitali, he fought David Haye, so now it's like, I lost. The monkey off my back is off. Now let's go out there and make some money and get some big money fights and see what I can do. Hopefully this happens with Price, to where, the zero's gone. His probably fight with Fury or Vladimir. Now that's what's funny, is people were saying, throw him in there with Vladimir. This is a huge testament to why I was wrong. I mean, I was wrong to throw him in there with Vladimir. Vladimir would have done a lot worse of a punch, in my opinion, than Tony Thompson did 25 minutes ago. But overall, should you give Price baby steps again, or just start throwing him in there with Chisora, throw him in there with fucking Povetkin, throw him in there with whoever, because, I mean, what next, another 6-7 fights, and then maybe step him up again? I mean, that would just be, I don't want to say it'd be a waste of time, but I would just be like, you need to, start moving up that ladder a little bit. But that's just my opinion. So, that's pretty much it. With this fight, it was a KO victory over David Price by Tony Thompson. So this is definitely going to make the boxing community, especially across the big pond in the UK, it's just on its fucking head right now. I mean, people are going to be talking, people are going to be like, ha ha ha, I told you so, and blah blah blah. And I'm sure Tyson Fury's like, he's pretty much throwing the middle finger and saying, I told you so, I told you I was better than this cat. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This is Armando with the Boxing Corner, and I'll see you next time.